it was this pretty much exact same time last year that I decided to reinvent myself. Because I fizzled off. I was going to reinvent myself and do all these things, and then I fizzled out with journaling about that. But I found a note from October 2023, and I had wrote down all the things that didn't serve me, all the thoughts that I thought all the time that didn't serve me, and all the habits that I had that did not serve me. And I just found these notes last week, and I went through them, and I realized that almost all of them are no longer a part of my life. So in less than a year, I have changed myself so much. The fact that I'm even speaking passionately and confident about it right now on this video, it's almost not an out-of-body experience. I feel like I'm on the outside looking at someone I don't even know. So my channel started off with like, let me just like kind of get on here. Maybe I'll just use it to document my weight loss journey. I felt so like timid and apprehensive, and felt like I was doing something I should not do, but I wanted to just do it and get it out of my system and get a little taste of it back when I started this channel in June. And since then, the changes, I can't even begin to speak. So from documenting my weight loss, and now that I'm coming up on the tail end of the weight loss phase, I'll soon be going into maintenance phase. It's so exciting to me. And from there, I've already been thinking the past few weeks of where else I want to take this channel. I want to continue to talk about making changes at a time when society, social media, or just your internal voice is telling you, oh, like, what are you doing? You're like 40 something now. You got a husband and the kids, and you got a mortgage. Like, what are you really doing, girl? I want to talk more about that. And not that I'm trained or qualified from a professional perspective on giving advice, but I really want to talk about what I've done. So that's really all I can talk about. I haven't gone to school. I ain't got no certificate. In terms of like, life changes. I'm not a life coach, no sort of training like that. But if I can just get on here and talk to y'all like I'm your neighbor that has made these changes, then I think that could be really valuable for folks. So whether people watch or not, I'm gonna post it. So it's all good anyway. But yeah, besides weight loss, I'm doing all sorts of things. I'm trying to like do my nails on a regular basis. Look at these. Look at OPI's press-ons. Okay, how cute are those? Little black and white snake print, and it came with the black nails and the white nails on top of that. So trying to do my nails on a regular basis, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with my hair on a regular basis. I've been wearing it in a bun, fuzzy, bird's nest under here for years. Okay, I've been living the black stretch pants, whatever for my hair, messy bun, tangled bun. And it feels so good to get up, not every day. Things don't have to be perfect, okay? Life is crazy. And this all depends on what's important to you. It all depends, like if you don't care, you don't care. But I also, on that same note, have fooled myself for years saying I don't care, when all it was doing was pushing me further and further into a hole of not doing anything for myself and not taking care of myself on so many levels. So I'm just getting up and putting on my makeup, and if I'm just going to pick up the kids at school, if I just have to run into Walmart and get something, just putting myself together every day has made a huge difference in my mindset. Because I could be grumpy, but I've been starting to tell myself, you ain't got to feel good to look good. And sometimes looking good will make you feel good. So it is a whole big circle. So yeah, besides the weight loss, I'm gonna be talking about that. I still have not figured out what to do with my hair. I've been wearing it curly for a few years, trying to get my curl pattern back, because I used to have these beautiful, really tight curls, and years of flat ironing. Even if I had turned the heat down or tried not to flat iron it as much, the reality is your hair gets to a point where it don't curl up no more. So it would be all cute and curly up here. The kitchen would be on fire, right? And then up here it would dry straight as a board. So if you notice in my very first video on this channel, my curls probably were some of the nicest and juiciest I've had in years. So I think I finally got to the point where I brought my curl pattern back, and I'll even share the curl cream that I use, because y'all are not going to believe where I got it from or how much it cost to get my curls looking that good. Sidebar, who went on a curly journey and for probably a solid 10 years bought everything that there was that had to do with our hair texture because it felt so good, right? If you grew up in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s of dark and lovely perms, relaxers, pulling your braids too tight, hiding our hair pattern or our hair texture, when it became more mainstream to go natural, who bought everything there was, including like $15, $20 curl creams? Let me tell y'all. Is back to pink lotion, curl activator, and blue magic for me, because guess what? It works, okay? And they're still $2, $3, $4. Planning. I am trying to be more of a planner. I am trying to identify as a whole different person. Let me back that up a couple steps. I didn't hate myself through and through. This is part of my reinvention, is to stop talking down to myself. And some of the things that maybe are not how everyone else is, realizing that there was nothing wrong with how I am, and doubling down on the things that's just who I am. And it's actually not a bad thing. It's just different than somebody else or how they would do it. So stop talking bad about myself and strengthening and doubling down on the things that I realized that it was okay to tell myself, oh, you know what? I like that about you, Ebony. Let's keep doing that. Let's play it up a little bit more. And then the things where I'm looking at myself like, okay, I really hate that I do this or think this way or blah, 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 trying to change those. So that is a part of my reinvention. And one of them is, one of the things that I wanted to change was learning to plan more. People who planned everything to a T used to get on my nerves so bad, because I felt like it took the spontaneity away. And then in turn, people who are super planners would be looking at me like I just fly by the seat of my pants, or that I'm flaky, flighty, just like certain things that are said in a way where you're just like there's nothing wrong with me. So I'm learning to plan more, but I'm not trying to eliminate the fact that I'm a spontaneous person. I did not get this far in life being flighty or flaky. Trust me, that's not me. But learning to plan other things that usually cause me stress to give myself the control back has been very transformative just in the past few weeks. So I spent the last 2 weeks of September, y'all, live your life like you are the CEO of your life. I put on my calendar for September 16th through the 30th, 2 weeks, fourth quarter 2024 planning. And this is not a new concept. I know there's people out here that probably have whole channels dedicated to it. I know that there are books dedicated to this, but this is kind of like something that I heard and I thought, how can I implement it into my life that works for me and that is actually fun, makes it fun. So my fourth quarter 2024 plan was started from the idea of thinking of yourself as the CEO of your life. And right now, I am the CEO of my weight loss journey, right? You're the CEO of your weight loss journey. All of us sharing our stories is great, not to compare every little piece of someone else's journey to yours, okay? Don't compare. However, we all have something to offer. I did not get here all of my own accord. I got here by watching people like you or watching other YouTube channels where I can resonate with something that they said, and I cherry pick the things that I'm like, you know what, I love that. Can I reasonably implement that in my life given my circumstances or my resources? I think I can, or put a little twist on it to where it feels like you. Like it might be new, it might be a little uncomfortable, but you know it's going to level you up. So going back to being the CEO of my weight loss journey, this medication gives us back time, and it gives us back our time and sanity to implement. I wrote this all out so I could keep my train of thought, because I can get on here and just start yapping. To implement the things, so I'm just going to read word for word my notes, okay? To implement the things that we have always known or attempted to do. So now is the time to get excited. If you were about to start this medication or one that is similar, if you're already on it, think of this as putting time back in your pocket, back in your day, and energy back into, there's too much to remember day to day, right? Giving you mental energy back. So get excited. Get excited about how your life can possibly change from the fact that you do not maybe have to try as hard. I'm not saying this is a miracle drug in terms of the weight is just going to fall off, but how many of us were trying to lose weight and also trying to fight our vices? This medication for me has almost all but eliminated my vices. If I had to give a random number, I would say 90% reduction in cravings, in eating my emotions, and the emotions are still there. Life is still going to happen. But the fact that it was not very long on this medication, maybe a couple weeks, where I realized, hold up, wait a minute. I'm feeling something very intense right now, either upset or overwhelmed. And it has not even crossed my mind to go get a bucket of red vines, to go get a pound of spice drops from the Dollar Tree, to go and get a whole bunch of snacks and sit on the couch and watch a movie and eat everything. So, this is the first time in my life that I am so stoked for such a long period of time. It ebbs and flows. Motivation comes and goes. And the fact that, but this medication has allowed me to, instead of waiting on motivation, to just keep going, to keep pushing through, and to treat this like a job. You don't want to go to job, but you want that payday, right? And whether you want to do it or not, sometimes you just go. So treating it more like a job versus years gone by, I was waiting for the motivation. Oh, I just wish I could get motivated to lose weight. I just wish I could get motivated to stay on my eating plan. Everything back then felt so overwhelming. Everything felt almost insurmountable. Like, okay, I'm gonna try and lose weight again, but let's see how long this lasts this time. All right, so yeah, that's part of my fourth quarter 2024 plan, is to continue to treat this like I am the CEO of my weight loss journey. I wanna lose about 20 pounds of fat, because we'd already talked about kind of like where I wanna be in terms of body fat percentage. Let's talk about workouts. Okay, so we know now, we've established why I lost 3 pounds of muscle, because I was not on my game with lifting or protein. And I thought, oh, because I got this athletic body type and I barely tried and I put 3 pounds of muscle on, that I could just, I don't know, be in a calorie deficit and chill, that I was going to maintain my muscle. So now that we know that that is not true, we're going back to what works. So Carolyn Gervin is my jam. Her stuff is just so effective, and it takes the guesswork out of what I'm going to do every day. So I decided that I'm going to start her Fuel program, which I actually started the day of my DEXA scan. Once I saw that I lost 3 pounds of muscle, day one was September 24th. Fuel is weightlifting focused, so resistance training focused. It is 6 weeks. Now, my prior video, I said, I wasn't really sure what I want to do, because I want to do some experiments on myself. Basically, this is going to be my plan. I know I said I didn't want to do 5 days a week, but Fuel is 30-minute workouts. They are so doable to just knock it out, that I know I can work out 5 days a week. So my plan is to work out 5 days a week, lifting 30 minutes a day, Monday through Friday. Her program is like rest day on Thursdays and Saturdays, but I would rather just knock everything out Monday through Friday. So Saturday and Sunday, because I work swing shift and I already got that going on, for the most part, I can just like chill and not really have anything else that I know that I have to do on those days in terms of my weight loss journey. Okay, steps. That was the other thing that went downhill. So I cannot be surprised that I lost 3 pounds of muscle. My average steps for August and September, they were probably like 3,000 or 4,000. That's down from 8,000 to 10,000 back in June and July, when I had put on 3 pounds of muscle. So that's part of my fourth quarter plan for 2024. 6,000 steps. I finished out September strong. The last couple weeks of September, getting 6,000, well, probably like the last week of September after my little sad DEXA scan, of getting 6,000 steps. So just today, I'm about a day behind. I wanted to do it October 1st, but today's October 2nd. I upped it to 7,000 step goal. November 1st, 8,000 step goal. December 1st, changing it to a 9,000 step goal. And hopefully by January, I will be smooth sailing, consistently getting 10,000 steps a day. I really, really want to make sure that I can do that. And this is how I'm going to do it. I would have loved to have been more structured and have enough time in my day to get up and go for an hour walk every day or something like that. But I decided that part of my success has been making things as dumbed down and easy as possible. Trying to make things as easy as possible. So today I went for a walk and I ended up walking for an hour. I only wanted to walk for like 30 minutes, but somehow it turned into an hour. But my plan for getting these steps is just to clean my house, okay? Because it overwhelms me that I'm like trying to work out and trying to lose weight, but I need to clean my house and I need to do this and I need to do that. I'm getting my steps in from running errands and cleaning my house. And if it doesn't happen that particular day, then I can go on an actual walk to get my step count up. But you can get your steps up fast. Because earlier this year, back in the spring, when I was doing a lot of yard work, there were multiple days during the week that I was getting 15 to 20,000 steps just from trying to do stuff around the house and in the yard. So yeah, that's my plan, because we want to keep as much time on our hands as possible, you know, to keep our stress levels down. And we want to stack. We want to stack, right? So it's a win-win. My house is clean and I got my steps in. Also, I have a walking pad that I don't use like I need to. So that's the other plan. This is the time of year where the weather is starting to go downhill. So I'll be definitely using my walking pad a lot, probably in November and December. So yeah, I'm looking forward to a cleaner house. You think your house is clean till the sun shines in the window. Also too, as an adult and you're raising a family and you just got so many responsibilities, we forget to have fun. I know I forget to have fun. I forget to just put on some music while I'm cleaning or chilling or paying bills. And actually it helps me stay focused. I get a lot more done when I'm listening to music. So I can get my steps in by dancing. That'll also bring my stress level down, because modern day and age has us overthinking and overcomplicating everything. So I've had to ask myself, what is it that you want to accomplish? And how can you make it ridiculously easy on yourself? So here is my fourth quarter plan for food. 100 grams of protein a day. I just accepted the fact that it's gonna have to include 1 to 2 shakes in order to get that protein count up there, but along with food is what I wanna do. It's not gonna be purely shakes. Calories, I plan on getting 1,200 to 1,500 calories and 80 plus ounces of water every day. And I do want to fast. I'm going to start fasting either 16-8 or 18-6. So that would be either an 8-hour eating window or a 6-hour eating window. So I would either be eating from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. or noon to 6 p.m. Maybe not those exact times because I work swing shifts. So we kind of eat at all odd hours, but yeah, either a 6 or 8-hour eating window is what I want to do. And then I want to be asleep by 10 p.m. I've been doing really good. I used to be the type of person up until probably just a few months ago, a year ago maybe, that I would be up easily till 1, 2, 3 in the morning. And I thought that that was okay and normal because I wanted to stay up late to be alone, to decompress. But you know what was included in that, staying up late and being alone? Eating after 10 p.m., eating well, sometimes well after midnight. And then I was accomplishing nothing. It's not like I was having a salad at midnight. So going to sleep early is going to be part of that plan. And then also, according to my doctor, this is a new thing that I'm implementing, and it's going to be 2 cups of cruciferous vegetables every day, either cauliflower, cabbage, or broccoli. And that is to help eliminate any excess hormones that could be floating around in the body, which she did say that can happen from weight loss because of the hormones being stored in the fat cells. And if your body is getting rid of those, shrinking or getting rid of those fat cells, I can't remember how your body does it, then it will help get that excess stored hormones out of you. So 2 cups of broccoli every day for me. So far, that has been pretty good and pretty easy. I'll have to show you guys what I put together. Basically, I went to Costco and got this huge bag of broccoli. Super easy. I don't even remember how much it was. I think it was pretty cheap. And it includes 4 1-pound bags that you can steam in the microwave. I'm trying not to do the microwave as much anymore. Steaming stuff in plastic just seems really like wrong to me. I mean, if I'm crunched for time, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna be a stickler about it. But this whole big old bag of organic broccoli, and I opened it up like 2 days in a row so far, having probably more than 2 cups of broccoli. This delicious, look at this ramen seasoning. This ramen seasoning is so bomb, y'all. It is so good. Definitely high salt, but I'm not even having that many carbs, so I probably could use a little bit of extra sodium in my diet. This ramen seasoning is so good. So boiling the broccoli in some vegetable broth or chicken broth, adding some of this ramen, and I've had it 2 days in a row now where I add sesame oil and I add some chili, like chili crisp to it to give it like an Asian flavor. It's so easy to eat a whole big old bowl of broccoli doing it that way. As soon as I'm out of this ramen seasoning, I'm getting more, okay? Because it is delicious. It's gonna carry me through the winter. I'm gonna be having so many ramen flavored soups and stuff, trying to get more vegetables in. That is all for my fourth quarter 2024 plan. I hope that is really helpful to some of you. Let me know what your plan is for the rest of the year.